President Biden spoke for about an hour last night at a highly anticipated solo press conference. And in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl, about 1 million customers are still without power in Texas. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. President Biden gave a very anticipated solo press conference last night. He spoke for about an hour, and NPR's Franco Ordonez says Biden's performance was different from his debate last month.
He looked and sounded a lot stronger than he did 2 weeks ago in his really devastating debate. I mean, he did cough a few times, but he didn't suffer from that same hoarseness that he wrestled with in that first debate. He was very unwavering in his intention to run. He acknowledged that a lot can happen, but that he continued to say he was the best person to win. He pushed back on some of the reporting that he needs to go to bed earlier. He said he made a stupid mistake in the debate. That's a quote, stupid mistake, and that he needs to pace himself better.
NPR's Franco Ordonez reporting. Biden did make a gaffe yesterday during the press conference. He referred to Vice President Trump instead of Vice President Kamala Harris. About 1 million customers in Texas still don't have power after Hurricane Beryl. Most of them are in the Houston area. Their utility, CenterPoint Energy, says about 500,000 customers won't get their power back until next week. Houston Public Media's Andrew Schneider has more.
CenterPoint Executive Vice President Jason Ryan told commissioners that the company had restored power to roughly 1.2 million homes and businesses, and it expects to have another 750,000 back online by the end of the day Sunday.
That leaves about 500,000 customers that we currently expect to have outages that go into next week.
Ryan did not say how long it would take to restore power to all its customers, and much of the region is under a heat advisory. Ryan said linemen making repairs are struggling as well, with many now working 16-hour days outdoors. Several commissioners told Ryan that CenterPoint needs to do a better job of communicating what actions it's taking to get the power back on. For NPR News, I'm Andrew Schneider in Houston.
A federal judge in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, has found a Black Lives Matter organizer not liable in a case. The organizer was blamed for injuries that a police officer suffered during a protest in 2016. NPR's Cynthia Dirks has more.
At a 2016 Baton Rouge Black Lives Matter protest, someone threw a rock at a police officer's head, wounding them. The protest organizer, activist D-Ray McKesson, wasn't involved, but the anonymous officer sued McKesson, claiming he was liable. Activists, mostly on the left, worried such a ruling might allow for neo-Nazis to commit violence at a racial justice protest and leave the organizer at fault. They also worried it would effectively kill the right to protest in parts of the country. But the federal court decision found that McKesson wasn't liable for the officer's injuries. His lawyers say the ruling establishes that protest organizers aren't responsible for violence they didn't intend. Cynthia Dirks, NPR News.
This is NPR.